Okay, now we may discuss about a question which is related with the assessment year 2020-2021. Please listen the question. Rajesh, a Japan citizen, has come to India on December 2, 2019. During the previous year, 2019-2020, he could not return to Japan before 31st March 2020 due to COVID-19 restrictions. Originally, he has decided his return trip on 24 March 2020. Determine the residential status of Mr. Rajesh for the previous year 2019-2020. That means the assessment year 2020-2021. Assuming his stay in India during the last few previous years are as follows. Please look at the PPT. Year 2007-2008, number of days 112. Likewise, in 2008, 2009, 38, then 117, then 125, then 80, then 137, then 285, then 310, then 140, then 185, then 10 and 88. Please look at the PPT. Now we have to find out whether Mr. Rajesh is resident and ordinary resident or non-resident in the assessment year 2020-2021. Okay. During the previous year 2019-2020, Mr. Rajesh was in India for 112 days, and during 4 years immediately preceding the previous year, he was in India for 423 days as shown below. Please look at the PPT. Mr. Rajesh was in India for 112 days in the previous year 2019-2020. Please look at the table. December 2019, 30 days. Mr. Rajesh has come to India on December 2, 2019. That means remaining number of days in December 2019, 30 days. Likewise, in January 2020, he was in India for 31 days. In February 2020, he was in India for 29 days. In March 2020, he was in India for 22 days. This is the most important point in this question. Okay, this is the most important point in this question. In March 2020, he was in India for 22 days. Relevant point, please note at the PPT. This is circular number 11/2020, dated 8th May 2020 of CBDT. I may read the circular. I may read the relevant information. As per circular number 11/2020, dated 8th May 2020. For the previous year 2019-2020, in case of individual who has come to India on a visit before 22nd March 2020 and has been unable to leave India on or before 31st March 2020, his period of stay in India from 22nd March 2020 to 31st March 2020 shall not be taken into account. Please listen. This is circular number 11/2020, dated 8th May 2020 of CBDT. So the circular CBDT has clarified that we do not taken into account number of days from March 22, 2020 to 31st March 2020. If the person been unable to leave India on or before 31st March 2020 due to COVID-19 restrictions, we do not take into consideration while computing the number of days of stay in India. In this question, please look at the question again. In this question, I may read the question again. Rajesh, a Japan citizen, has come to India on December 2, 2019. During the previous year, 2019-2020, he could not return to Japan before 31st March 2020 due to COVID-19 restriction. That means while computing the number of days with respect to March 2020, we have to take into consider only 22 days. March 1 to March 22, only 22 days. That means total number of days is 112 days. Okay. During previous year, 2019, 2020, Rajesh was in India for 112 days, and during 4 years immediately preceding the previous year, he was in India for 423 days. Please look at the PPT. Number of days spent in India: 2018-19, 88, 2017, 2018-10, 2016, 2017, 185, 2015, 2016, 140, then total 423. Now, is resident. Now, Mr. Rajesh can satisfy one of the conditions as per Section 6(1) of Indian Tax Act 1961. That means he becomes resident in India in the previous year, 2019-2020. Now, we have to determine whether Rajesh is an ordinary resident or not. We have to decide whether Rajesh is an ordinary resident or not. To compute, to decide whether Mr. Rajesh is an ordinary resident or not, we have to compute number of days. Then please look at the PPT here. Please look at the PPT again. Year 2018-2019, presence in day, presence in India in days 88. That means he is resident in the previous year 2018-2019. Total number of days 88. In 2017-2018, presence in India in days 10. Resident 2016-2017, total number of days in India 195. His status is resident. Likewise, 2015-2016 resident, 2014-2015 resident, 2013-2014 resident, 2012-2013 137 resident. Total number of days, total aggregate number of days, first 88, then 88 plus 10, 98, then 98 plus 185, 283, then 283 plus 140. Likewise, total number of days 1,155, 1,235. The cumulative number of days were 1,360, 1,473. That means Mr. Rajesh is resident and ordinary resident. Condition 1 of Section 6(6) requires that an individual should be resident in India for at least 2 out of 10 years preceding the relevant previous year. But in this question, Mr. Rajesh was resident. Please look at the PPT. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mr. Rajesh was resident in India for 7 out of 10 years immediately preceding the previous year. That means Mr. Rajesh can satisfy one of the additional condition. Mr. Rajesh can satisfy the first additional condition. Okay. Now, condition 2 of Section 6(6) requires that individual should be present in India for at least 730 days during 7 years preceding the relevant previous year. Additional condition 2. Mr. Rajesh was in India for, please look at the PPT. Mr. Rajesh was in India for 1,155 days during 2012 to 2013 to 2018 to 2019. That means Mr. Rajesh can satisfy the second additional condition also. Here, Mr. Rajesh, a Japanese citizen, can satisfy one of the basic condition, and he can satisfy both additional condition. That means he is resident and ordinary resident in India for the previous year 2019-2020. Okay, thank you.